Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is the Gaming Guy, and today I'm bringing to a bit of a different video, as you can tell. Obviously, because I have a long microphone cable, I can walk around a bit more. But yes, this is a Q&A. For once, I'm bringing to one. I have not done one in 7 months, which is an extremely long time. So yeah, I have not done a Q&A in a very long time. But about 2 weeks ago, I put out saying, during a video, and then on the community tab of my channel, asking for questions. And I have like 17 or 18, so we're just going to go through them in a quick-ish time frame while still giving it enough time to give a decent answer. But yeah, let's get straight into this pretty much. So the first comment comes from Imad Chauhan, I believe your name is, and they put, how do you actually cop? Use Chrome Autofill and manually type in CVV. Yeah, that's basically what I do. I use Chrome Autofill for my details on one side, and then I do the rest myself, and that's that. Pretty much. Yeah, I manually type in, or I manually copy and paste my card number, and then I type in the CVV and click for the other details that are required. So yeah, that is that. Matthew Neely asks, are there any Supreme items out there that you took an L on that you would pay resale price for? To be honest, I haven't really thought about this one before, whether or not I have taken L on something and I wanted to pay resale for it, or whether I've missed out on something and wanted to pick it up afterwards. Personally, for me, I think that I was on the borderline of doing that for the recent North Face collaboration, and also for the ARC logo one where they released like the Denali type fleece jacket or another type of that. I was close enough to paying like resale for that, or I was borderline going to pay resale for that. And that is a helicopter flying over, because that's just casual. But yeah, I haven't taken a ton of like L's, so to speak, on items that I'm drastically after, and because of that, I haven't really had to buy anything for resale quite recently, really. James Connolly asks, best cop ever. Box logo Fall Winter 18. That's as standard as and easy as it's going to get for me. That is going to be one of my best cops ever, and will probably still be one of my best cops ever in terms of a live cop. In terms of something that I've picked up myself for resale, but I didn't take an L on because I didn't know about Supreme at the time, that would be the North Face Leopard Nuts. M4 asks, want to hook me up with your TNF Leopard Nuts for retail? No. That's as easy as it's going to be. Never. I paid a really fair price for it, and it is just not going to go for quite a while, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to let it go for a good amount of time. AstroTurf asks, most expensive thing you ever bought for resale? North Face Leopard Nuts. Again, that's still going to be like the top thing, or probably like the most typical thing that I will respond to most questions with, whether it's how much I paid or if it's most expensive or something like that. It's just going to be that every time. Kenny Chung asks, most regretful cop. One of my most regretful cops would probably be the North Face metallic piece, and the reason for that is because I paid the retail, which was like $378, $388, $398, something around that sort of mark. I kept it for 6 months. So when it released, I kept it till the end of October or start of November for Crep City. By that point in time, still retail, got retail back for it, and then about 3 months later, it was about £200 above retail, and I was just there like, great. In terms of regretful on something that I've bought and then sold, sort of, if I could say like that's a regretful cop, I don't know. I'd probably say the North Face from Fall Winter 18, because I got it and then I sold it and I regretted selling it, and I still regret selling it. And something that I also regret copying, sort of, even though I got some money back on it, was my Supreme Superman crew neck, because the condition was not as described, and that sort of killed it for me a little bit. Hero asks, what's a typical daily outfit for you? I'm probably going to be like throwing over some new footage and just being dressed in these things, but typical for me is probably what I have on, which are literally going to be Nike or Nike shorts, and then some sort of tee or something. Normally, I know this is a warning for people, you know, big warning. I know some people probably were shaking like currently, because I do cross brands. I mix brands quite a lot. And I know some people will be like shaking right now, like their blood pressure's gone up and everything, because yeah, I normally cross Nike or Nike and Adidas or Adidas, however you're going to pronounce it. I'm just going to pronounce it how I normally do from now on. But yeah, I normally cross Nike and Adidas together. And some people don't like that, but normally it's this outfit sort of thing, with some NMD R1PK Japan blacks, which I've worn probably like 500 times now, to be honest. I've worn them that many times. Other times I might switch it up and go with some black Nike Fleece Tech joggers and then have the Yeezy breads on. Other points in time, if I'm going out sometimes to watch a film at a cinema or something, I wear the blue tint Yeezys with some blue Fleece Tech joggers and then the ice blue box logo. That's just like a standard thing that sometimes I go to the cinema in because it's comfy, you know. I sometimes want to just be like quite warm in a cinema because that's just how I am. And at other points in time, I will step it up. If I'm going out to places or going to places, I might switch out the box logo to the Superman crew neck, have the same sort of outfit, or go back to the black joggers and wear the leopard nups and then probably this tee or another black tee. Sometimes I do the opposite. Instead of the leopard, I will wear the international nups, which is just a standard North Face nups, and then a white tee with the same sort of look, maybe some grey Nike Fleece Tech joggers as well. But yeah, that is probably my standard. As for shoes, I will probably switch up to foam posits depending on what I'm wearing. Sometimes also, if it's just easy, low-key sort of thing with shorts, I will wear the Human Races in the black colorway. And yeah, sometimes I'll switch up to complete like Nike and have foam posits on. And yeah, that is my typical outfit or outfits. He also asked, what are some of the best steals you ever made? North Face nups, leopard. Yeah, that was a terrible way of phrasing it, but yeah, the leopard North Face nut. I've had about 3 offers on it, which I won't disclose the amounts, but in short, it would be some like nice profit I could probably make off of them, to be honest, or off of it. So for that, I would class it as a steal. Some of the other steals that I used to make, I used to pick up Supreme foam posits for about 200 or 230 pounds ish, round that mark. Like it was literally like 180 to about 260 pounds, and then I would flip them for about 330 to about 450 pounds, and I did that on quite a couple of pairs of them until it dried out and nobody listed them anymore. Other than that, probably one of my better steals would probably be the little Kermit Medicom. That was £55 and I had an offer of about £300 on that. So yeah, not bad. Cameron asks, is Supreme dying? If you think so, how long do they have left? To be honest, I think it's not so much Supreme dying, I think it's more of resale dying, because so many people are getting into it and becoming aware of Supreme and the potential to resell things. I think a lot of the minimal profit that was available on weeks that were average has sort of dissipated, whereas the big collabs still have their profit on the day. Definitely you can shift things, you can sell things, but personally we can't tell how Supreme are actually doing, because when you go on to looking into stock, they are a private company, so you can't check actually how they are doing so far as money wise. But yeah, I think they've got quite a long time left, to be honest. They're not going to die out anytime soon. Squatter Light asks, what are you doing in my recommendations? Well, YouTube are doing their job, is what I'm doing in your recommendations. Normally you're recommended content based off of what you watch. Sometimes it's random, sometimes it's normally to do with what you watch. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'll be like down the side currently of the sidebar. You'll see me with title and all sitting there just talking. So yeah. Wusito69 asks, how do you make revenue? Well, if YouTube works, right then you should have possibly got an ad. That's why I paused. Yeah, ads in videos, and basically depending on if people, I think it's basically click on them or watch through them or whatever it is, depends on how YouTubers make money. In short, it's also based around per like 1,000 views or so that they get per video. So obviously the more views someone gets, and as long as they're monetized, the better it is. But there are problems like claims from songs, claims for visuals, and different things like that that come into account that YouTube claim for. And in those cases, the money goes straight to whoever the claimant is, as long as the claim is, you know, not false. But yeah, basically that happens. YouTube also put ads on videos without people wanting them as a thing. That just happens, and also the duration of videos and things like that and regions can affect things. But yeah, that is what happens. Yonkers Racer 21 asks, where are you from in England? I'm from the southeast, the closest place that people would probably know, because he has put, some of us viewers from the States might be interested in hearing about. Okay, it's not letting me click further to see what the rest of the comment is. But yeah, the closest place that people in America probably know would be Brighton. That would be the best summary that I could say. What should we know about the area? I don't know, to be honest. Like most places, it's busy with traffic morning and then early afternoon times. It's quite cold. It snows at random points in time throughout the year, or I say throughout the year. It snowed in April, whereas normally snow is like November, January, and it's been quite weird like that recently. Nearest place to me backs onto about 180 acres of woodland, so I've got that for my just to go out to, just to go to walk into, which is probably quite a fun thing about the area. Food, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, there's tons of just fish and chip places, but that's standard, I think, for England, or near the like country area or near the beach area. That's just a standard sort of thing. Sites, I mean, there's the Brighton, I think it's called I-360, that you can go up, that goes up like 150 or 200 feet or something. Obviously, like an hour or two away, you can go to the London Eye, but there's not really anything like that that's near me that I'd say that's amazing. Entertainment, I mean, there's a village hall, but I don't think many people go to that, to be honest. Apart from that, I'd say they're just like some local cinemas nearby. There aren't really a ton of things. Obviously, I can go and do, like play mini golf and things like that and go to different things like that. But to be honest, there's nothing that's quite local to me. Because I'm in like the middle between all of these other places. There's nothing local to me that I can really go to and be like, yeah, I'm here, sort of thing. The question that I couldn't see was also, how's your brother doing? And yeah, to answer that, he's doing fine. He just changed out his car for another car, so if I have a picture of that, I'll throw that up. But overall, he's doing decent, so thank you for asking that. Brian asks, do you do anything else besides being a YouTuber? What is your main and side hustle? No, I don't really do anything else currently. Obviously, I was at uni and I did that, and now that's over, I'm sort of trying to find what to do. I've applied for a couple of different things to do, and friends have offered at points in time to come, I'm guessing it would be to edit for them and things like that. So I'd love to be able to do that, and maybe like stream for a living as well. I think it'd be really cool just to upload videos and then stream and try and just, I guess, entertain is the way to put it. I think that's always been like one of those things that I've always wanted to do, but yeah, I don't think it's so easy to do that, but I'm trying, you know, I'm giving it my best shot. Wholegrain asks, what was your favourite collab and why? We're probably going to go for Comme des Garçons with this, or North Face. Between Comme des Garçons and North Face, I'll give you my reason, or the exact ones. So yeah, I would say for these, they're two collaborations. Comme des Garçons, basically, the one that I like, or the one that I'm a massive fan of and favourite of, is their polka dot collaboration. I think that it's clean, I think that it just looks great, and it's one of the better box logo hoodies that is available out there. There are a lot of others like their peach or their lime or things like that they've released, or really older ones, but personally I think that that collaboration is just really cool. And then for North Face, I think that the Leopard series is, yeah, one of my favourite. It's always been out there since Drake's music video, and seeing my brother wear it and everything like that, it's just been up there, and yeah, that's why I like it. Lock-in asks, which uni do you go to and what course and you studying, or is that are you studying? Currently I'm not studying. I finished my BA honours course. I did go to Brighton University and I was studying digital media design, and yeah, that is finished now. So I've got quite a list of like things, which is probably like 4 things that go from like BTECs to a foundation degree to a bachelor's degree. So yeah, I wanted to study and do the masters, but I just didn't really have it in me, to be honest, to go through all of it, like, again. The Boys ask, the Boys 305 asks, how old are you? I am 22 years old. I do not look it, which is probably a good thing. I've been told it's a good thing, but yeah, I'm 22. Hardcore Comedy asks, how did you feel about Supreme not releasing the dirt bike to the public after seeing it featured in the lookbook? To be honest, I was a bit conflicted because they released the pinball machine to the public, which pinball machine, dirt bike, completely separate areas. But saying that, I understand that the dirt bike is a literal dirt bike. It has a proper like motor in it. It has a proper like everything to do with it. So I can understand them not really wanting to give that out to the public, maybe because somebody could injure themselves or hurt themselves with something to do with it. But yeah, it's a bit odd seeing that every single one was backdoored and like on a truck being sent to the people. But that's Supreme's decision at the end of the day, and that is that, you know. If it was my company and I was like, oh, we're releasing a dirt bike, you know, it can go this fast, it can do this, it can do that, it's this CC and whatever, I'd probably be thinking all of the people who could probably try and buy it and injure themselves in the process, and probably just be like, no thank you, just keep that away from me. Don't want to poke that with like a 10-foot pole, you know, just keep it away. And for the last question comes from Braden Schwartz, who asked, what's your most favourite piece of Supreme that you own? Oh, okay. As far as Supreme that I own, I'd probably say for something that means a lot, it'd be my Daniel Johnston tee that my brother gave me for my 21st. As a fan of Daniel Johnston, I really wanted a piece because the piece itself meant a lot to me, and the meaning behind it has just meant a lot to me. And then obviously quite recently Daniel Johnston passed away, which, yeah, that shocked me a lot. So yeah, for me that piece holds a high value. In terms of something that I've always been after, the leopard nuts, again, has just been at the top of my list for quite a long time since I've seen my brother have it and have multiple things. And yeah, now that I have it, it's just not leaving my collection. As far as something that I really appreciate and love, it's got to be the Killer long sleeve. I wear this so many times, probably way too much. I know people probably are like, stop wearing that because I wear it way too much. But yeah, this is definitely one of those pieces that I just wear and I really do appreciate. Apart from that, it would probably be the foam posits, to be honest, in terms of a Supreme piece, because I copped or bought like 12 pairs over the course of a summer, and out of all those 12 or 11 pairs, the only pair that I received, which was, or bought, that was a UK 10 is the pair that I own currently. And yeah, finding a UK 10 is not easy in foam posits. 9.5 and 10.5 are very popular and they show up a lot, but that in-between size just isn't there, and for me they fit perfectly. I've had a lot of people offer like £200 above what I bought even now just because of the size, but I'm not letting them go. So yeah, I really like them and they're just comfy to wear, to be honest. So that is going to cover this Q&A. Yeah, if you enjoyed, like, be much appreciated. Other than that, I will do another one of these a lot sooner than 7 months. Trust me, it won't be 7 months until the next one. And if this video can get like 100 likes, that'd be great. And if it can, I will do one with my brother next time. And we might like set up a green screen and things like that and try and give you like a full experience. Because I think the more fun you go with editing and things, I think the better a video is. It just shows who I am, sort of thing. But yeah, I think this setup is a bit cleaner compared to normal Q&As. Maybe the microphone height's not too helpful, but yeah, that is going to cover this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like I said, like, be much appreciated. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow for another video. When this is put out, I should be doing a double upload, hopefully, but yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.